We have breaking news out of football now, as rumours of a takeover at Premier League side Chelsea continue to persist. Now, manager Aussie Villa was asked about a potential takeover ahead of the club's game against Aston Villa. Yeah, look, I mean, if we can get some sort of crown prince that has more dollars than cents, I mean, I'd be more than happy to spend this money for sure. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Chelsea for our Beta Blues. It is episode 6, I believe. We face Villa in the league today and then Leeds in the Carabao Cup Quarter-Final. And, well, the takeover rumours, they've been I've been getting notifications about it, potential rumours and whatnot. But they are persisting. It hasn't gone away. And, well, if we have a look at our finances, we could really use it. If I'm honest, someone with a lot of money, 145 million we are now in debt. We're losing, well, you can see there, we're midway through December. We've already lost 12 million this month. Now, I mean, that's not just wages, because we're $500,000 a week over in wages. That's 1.5 million of that is me spending too much on wages. So that means we've lost 11 million unaccounted for, basically. And yeah, we could really use something, anything to, I mean, this is, as far as like an actual longer term save to try and sort out this financial worries at Chelsea. It's proving to be a lot more difficult than I was expecting. I thought we'd come in, you know, we'd have some decent players, we'd sort of figure out a squad that worked, and you know, we'd win the league in a season or two. But this is, I mean, at what point do you go into administration, I wonder? Because we're just losing more and more money with no real sign that it's going to stop. So, yeah, interesting things going on here, that is for sure. Now, there is one game to catch you up on. That was in the league against Wolverhampton. So let's go see how it went. Reece James gave us an early lead. And then he slipped in Mudryk to make it 2-0. Before Nkunku got our third before half-time. McGinn crossed for Jackson to make it 4-0. And Chukwuemeka got our fifth. So there we go. I mean, now Wolves aren't the strongest team necessarily, but I think this is our best game that we've played. We were absolutely brilliant. 3 goals in the first half, 2 in the second. And Nkunku did quite well playing as number 10. Now, we didn't play Taremi in front of him, which is ideally what the long-term plan is. But yeah, it just played really, really well. We were able to take some players off. You can see Chilwell, Caicedo, and Madueke were able to get a little bit of a rest. Madueke, bit of a sick note, so I didn't want to play him for the full 90 minutes, just trying to build up some fitness for him. Yeah, Chukwuemeka came on, did really well. Matson came on and played left back, I think, and did quite well. And McGinn came on and he replaced Madueke, and again, did quite well out there. So yeah, really, really happy with that. League table update. And we're still top. We've played a game less than City and Spurs. So Liverpool are the closest team to us. Now only 3 points back. The closest team to us with the same amount of games. So, yeah, I mean, it is very much tightened up at the top. If we were to lose, for example, and we see Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal all win, then we're going to have a lot of teams, or even Man United as well. We'd have pretty much the entire top 7, all the European spots within 2 points of each other at the top. And well, that would be exciting, wouldn't it, as a neutral? Villa, they're not that far outside of Europe themselves. And you look at this now. I mean, that top 7 is, you'd imagine, certainly historically and financially, it would be. You would expect them to be the top 7. West Ham and Villa, though, are quite good teams. Brighton in real life is a good team. Forest spend money as well, don't they? So the Premier League is looking quite stacked for, you know, talking more about real life now, I suppose, than in the game. But yeah, very, very interesting stuff there. But anyway, let's go and have a look at what we're doing here against Villa. And this is it. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them. Now, of course, Villa is my team in real life, so it's always a bit bittersweet. I've got to remember not to cheer for Villa as we're going here as well. But this is a team we're sending out. Sanchez in goal, Chilwell, Colwell, Thiago Silva, and James as a back 4. Lavia, Caicedo in midfield, Mudryk, Palmer, and Nkunku is going to... This is the first time I've actually been able to do it from the start. Nkunku, I want you as a shadow striker though, mate. And Taremi as the striker. I'm really hoping this works for us. Mudryk is actually playing in place of Sterling on form. There's something I don't think any Chelsea fan would ever hear you want to say. So we can see the team sheets there, although Sterling, I think recently his form's picked up. I don't think he's been brilliant for Chelsea this year as a whole season, though. So yeah, we can see the Villa team. I don't recognise this Todd Alcock. That's a new name on me, but everybody else there, I think. This is that Petkovic that I was going to sign as well. If you remember, all the way back to the start of the season, before I managed to get Taremi in, he was sort of my the one I was sort of going to go to. Are we away from home? We are at home, so home form's important. Let's get out there and make it count. So yeah, if Petkovic does come on, it'll be interesting to see how he does up against us, seeing him firsthand. All right, and here we go. But yeah, I think we're sort of getting towards the point now where we're nailing down our best 11. We are, of course, coming to the festive fixtures as well, so there's a little bit of just needing to rotate the squad, because otherwise we're going to end up with players injured all over the shop, which we more or less have anyway, to be honest. But I'm sort of going to have to be extra careful of how we use players. We had a week off between Wolves and this, which was good because it meant that we could sort of have everybody available and fresh. And then we've got this game. We've got the Leeds game coming up in a couple of days' time, and then the festive fixtures will kick off proper. So yeah, it's going to be a busy stretch of the season. But I think we more or less have 2 players for every position. So that is that's useful, obviously, to be able to rotate and have relative confidence in everybody. There's obviously a drop off at left back, midfield. Well, actually, even midfield, you know, if we've got Fernandez fit, who's not playing this one, and then you could stick in, you know, either a McGinn, a Chukwuemeka, we've got Ugachukwu, I think his name is, Conor Gallagher, who is very good as well. He's unlucky not to be playing this one, actually. Casado! Oh, what a save from Martinez. And what a goal it would have been as well. So yeah, we do have pretty good squad depth right now, which is obviously important coming into this stage of the season, more so than any other. Lavia across for Mudryk. What's he doing over there? That's the left-hand side, isn't it? Villa clear it. I'm not sure how confident I'd be with Leon Bailey back in the penalty area doing defending, but anyway, they got away with it as Chilwell comes forward. Chilwell, there's still rumours linking him to Saudi and to Manchester City as well. Now his contract is up end of next season, as Chambers does his best, but gets it nicked off him. So we don't need to sell him immediately if he's not going to do a contract. I'm hoping we get ourselves back into Champions League football as Palmer crosses into the back post, and it is Mudryk over the top. That he'll sort of see the light, realise that, you know, we're actually a pretty good team, and we're only going to get better. That yeah, that he'll want to stay as Taremi back there for Lavia. It's blocked, and it is going to spin behind for a corner. But equally, if we are continuing to find ourselves losing money at the rate of God knows how much, 20 million a month, I mean, Chilwell getting 50, 60 million for him would be a reasonable. It's only really a short-term fix, isn't it? I honestly don't know what the issue is. I went through the expenses a couple of episodes so that you guys could see as well. I can't figure out exactly what it is that is costing us all this money or this loss. It can only really be wages, and as Dougie has a go, but it's saved by Sanchez. Yeah, it can only really be sort of wages and the income obviously not matching the going out sort of day to day. But I don't really understand how it's as bad as it is. But yeah, we'll deal with it. If we need to sell players off to get ourselves back to not losing every month, and then we can sort of go from there. But we do have a lot. I mean, it's Chelsea, but we do have a lot of players out on loan, as they always do. So there's going to be players to sell. Like I say, Taremi's done brilliantly, and in the end, Konsa has blocked it behind. But that would have been quite the goal just before half time as well. It would be a nice time to take a lead if we could. Not Chilwell's best corner there, and it's just cleared away into touch for the Chelsea line-out. Another chance, Chilwell. Make this one better, please. It is better. Cole Palmer has it. He's got a little bit of time and space. It's blocked. There was a lot of players in front of it. And Chilwell behind for a corner. I'm not quite sure where Watkins was to get that behind. Anyway, another chance. Chilwell's is good pressure. Can we make it count? It is sort of a little bit into no man's land. It's cleared away easily, and that'll be half-time. So 0-0 at the break. We have been the better team, but you wouldn't accuse us of being brilliant either. We've been the better team here. Keep working. Let's go with keep working. Thiago Silva is... Why is he so nervous? I mean, like I said before, he's captained Brazil at World Cups. I think he captained them, or there was Neymar captain at the Brazilian World Cup. You wouldn't expect him to be nervous playing these sorts of games. But anyway, I haven't really... Chalobah had that bad game against Man United. I haven't really forgiven him. Reece James does well defensively there. Let's give it a focus. So, yeah, I'm not really ready to forgive him for that yet. As Villa, this is just about the first we've seen of them coming forward, and Callum Chambers, of all people, has put them in front. Well, that's not what we wanted or needed, is it? Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's go back to something a little bit different. And it's the horrid start to the second half, sorry. As, yeah, Ramsey across there for Chambers, and Chilwell got out. It's difficult to see exactly what went wrong there. It just, yeah, maybe let's try berating and try and, yeah, let's fight everybody up at least. I'm wondering if what we might try and do momentarily here is either take it off, exploit the flank, see if we have a little bit more luck through the middle. Or, as Villa come forward again, we've not come out this second half, have we? We've not come out at all. And we're lucky to get away with that. All right, we're going to have a bit of a rethink. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's actually try exploiting the middle, perhaps. I want to have a look at the possession stat when we get a chance here, just to see if we are having more possession. Let's just try and encourage. Chilwell's looking nervous now. He's going to do the throw, and Kunku gets it across for Caicedo. Caicedo again for Lavia's got a little bit of time. He finds James, who had a bit more time than he used there, but it's cleared away. Colwell will pick it up, and we'll build again from the back. Let's see if this exploiting the middle works out a little bit better for us. Taremi, good ball for Cole Palmer. Oh, Cole Palmer! What a goal that is. Absolutely brilliant. We're level at 1-1 in the 63rd minute. But that is a goal of the season contender from Cole Palmer. What a strike. Taremi did well dropping back in. That's what we want him to do. And Cole Palmer will... I mean, Martinez might be a little bit annoyed, but it was hit so early and from so far out. It's difficult to blame him, I think. Okay, Mudryk is making me look bad, so let's get Raheem Sterling on out there and see where we go from here then. Caicedo wins the ball back. Caicedo for Mudryk. Mudryk has done well. We're going to have to cancel this sub. Cole Palmer. Back to Mudryk, and it is... Oh, it was Taremi, actually. Martinez has made a good save on that occasion. And Raheem Sterling will indeed come on. And we've got another highlight. So playing through the middle does seem to be working a little bit better for us in terms of highlights. We got the goal as well, but... Yeah. Come on, boys. Palmer goes back to Colwell. Lavia. Come on, boys. Maybe we might need to try the other side here. They look like they got us pretty well locked up, don't they, down that left-hand side for us. And that's indeed what we're going to try and do. Lavia and Kuku. He's got a little bit of time here now. He's got Sterling on the outside. Sterling cuts in. Where's the run out there? We need somebody running out there. Sterling, I thought that was bending in. We needed Chilwell, didn't we? Bombing forward down that left-hand side. And that would have given us a really good angle to cross it in from. All right, we'll give it another encourage. See if there is a late moment in this game for us. And we are into stoppage time, but what we don't have is possession right now. Can Sterling win that back for us? It's flicked on, it's flicked through, and Sanchez off his line. That was a skipped heartbeat, wasn't it? Sanchez lumps it up. Taremi is there, can't win the header. Villa come forward again. Come on, boys. Lavia, can he stop the cross coming in? He can't. Well, he can sort of, but we've got... Oh, it's pinged around. It's a nice goal. It might be offside. Watkins. Watkins may have been offside there. I'm not completely convinced, though. Yeah, is it Watkins? Watkins was offside. This one here, yeah. See, Petkovic, that's what I would have wanted him to do as well. So it at least shows that he was sort of the right type of player. I think we've got a better version of him though in Taremi. Can we go and put some pressure on them now? We've got about 40 seconds to go in stoppage time. And here they come forward. Silva does well there. He's not had a great game, but he did well on that occasion. Casado, forward for Nkuku. Nkuku, can he slip into Taremi? Can he go himself? He got excited, didn't he? Sterling was kind of running the old NFL defensive block for him. And perhaps in the end got in his way a little bit as well. But it looks like it is going to finish 1-1 against Villa. It's difficult to be disappointed by that for me because... I am a Villa fan. It's difficult not to be cheering for them. But for us, that is a disappointing result, I think. So it is enough to keep us top of the league. Newcastle, even if they win, would not be able to... They'd go to 36 points. So all in all, perhaps not a terrible point there against a fairly decent Villa side. So they hold out for draw. We've paid money for Sanchez. Excellent. So we can definitely afford that. Casado's a little tired. Chelsea enjoying life under Villan. So that's good. Here we are. Guardiola looking at Chilwell again. And that is that. So guys, wait right there. We'll be back to host. Are we hosting Leeds? We're playing Leeds anyway in the Carabao Quarter-Final. All right, welcome back. We are indeed hosting Leeds, so that is a little bit easier for us, obviously. Now, 2 players caught up to the African Cup of Nations. Ziyech, which doesn't really affect us too much because he's out on loan anyway, but Nicholas Jackson will be going out on international duty. That is a little bit of a blow because although I don't completely rate him as a great striker, he is an important squad player for us right now, and we will definitely miss him. And he is improving as well, so that is obviously a good thing. His off the ball is what lets him down. If he had decent off the ball movement, bit better composure, he'd be a really good player. But anyway, let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here. Actually, if we go back, we should see, there we go. These are the quarterfinals. So ideally, if we can win Palace, Bournemouth, and probably Brentford, it would look pretty good, wouldn't it, for us? But there's some tough games in there because, well, we've just seen Villa are a fairly decent side, aren't they? And Man United and Newcastle have given us a bit of a hiding already this year. So, yeah, we'll have to see how we go. Now, Leeds are third in the Championship. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 out of them, sorry. And this is the team that we are sending out. Now, sort of to highlight what I was saying last game about the squad depth, we've pretty much, I think, changed all 11 players here. So it'll be interesting to see how we go. So we've got Pekovic in goal. He is sort of the cup goalkeeper. So again, he's developing okay. So we'll leave him out there. Actually, one thing I did want to show you, and I'll do it before the game, is another goalkeeper that we have. So I had a couple of questions in the comments. Sa, Balashili, Diassi and Gusto are the back four. Fernandez, McGinn go in midfield. It's Sterling, Mataduke, the wide players, with Gallagher in behind Jackson as the attacking central men. Now, a question that was asked in the comments, which was regarding this guy, Slonina, I think you would pronounce it, a young American goalkeeper. So this is him. I did have a quick look at him. I was sort of seeing who we had. And I did have a second glance at him. Now, he's only 19, which is obviously very young for a goalkeeper. There's a little bit of improvement there to be had. Now, he's a model citizen. I think he's actually almost the perfect backup. If he's happy to be a backup, because he'd be very good for mentoring younger players, and he's going to be a very, very solid player as well. I don't know that he's ever going to be good enough to be a Premier League first-choice goalkeeper, but if he's happy to be a second choice, definitely worth keeping as a model citizen. But anyway, that is Selena. Let's go, or Selenina even. Let's go and have a look at how we get on against Leeds here. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. Now, that looks to be a fairly strong Leeds side, doesn't it? So they're obviously coming here to try and beat us, as you would expect them to do. And what do we say to this media? Let's go and put a worthy display. Alright, I think I can get on board with that. And yeah, we will... Did I fist pump? I didn't fist pump. Oh, I haven't done the patented fist pump. We're going to lose now. And here we go. Now, this is one of these games that's sort of a bit of a weird derby. Now, I think it goes back to sort of the 90s, perhaps, when Leeds were sort of the dominant force. When I did the series as Leeds, which was a few FMs ago now, it was explained to me, and I honestly just forget what the reason was. But it's sort of a competitive rivalry that sort of goes back a little ways now. But it just seems, I mean, they're miles apart. I don't live far from Leeds, and I can tell you London is a fair way away. And yeah, it's one of these that just strikes me as a bit of a weird rivalry, but it is one. I can tell you it is one because I play cricket with a lot of Leeds fans, and they are not fans of Chelsea. So here we go, ball into the box. It's one of those that look like it might have been going towards the net for a second. Sterling, it's picked off by McGurk, and Gusto does well to win it back. Let's see what we can do now. Now I don't want to look like my team selection here is not us going for the Carabao Cup. I very, very much want to try and win it. The issue we have, of course, is festive fixtures, so we needed to rotate, and there's still some very good players here as Gallagher slips Sterling in, and it is saved by Darlow, and then hacked behind for a corner. Mataduke to take. Good ball in. Oh, it's headed away. Not completely cleared, though. We'll get another chance here with Mataduke to Fernandez, who is probably killed a defender in there with the power. He gets behind his shots. And we go again from a corner. Mataduke gets another chance at it. It's into the back post. Again, it's headed away. Conor Gallagher with some space in the box, and he drives it across and into the back of the net. His 6th of the season. It's 1-0 in the 12th minute. And is that us on our way to a semi-final? Now, I don't believe the Carabao Cup semi-finals have usually been two-legged affairs. I'm not sure if that's still the case post-COVID or not. Because during COVID, I'm fairly certain they were knocked back to one leg. And I'm just not sure if that was kept or if it did go back to 2 legs. Knowing the way that TV and sponsorship money works, it's gone back to 2 legs. But I will confirm that if and when we find ourselves having to deal with those games. Or game, as the case may be. Here we go with Sarr getting forward now. Can he whip a cross in? Mataduke is giving him good support. McGinn turns in the box. McGinn just slices it across the face of goal. But we're looking fairly good here, aren't we? All right, Mataduke with another corner. Can we find a Chelsea head? It's right into the middle this time. And Balashile probably should have done a little bit better with that. Gusto now with a throw. It's all Chelsea, isn't it? Gusto, good ball for Sterling in the area. Sterling has a go. McGinn brings it down. Back out for Gusto. Shackleton is there to intercept. And Chelsea going to get us... Leeds going to get us on the break here. Sarr does really, really well. All right, back the other way we go. Mataduke. Can he get across into the box? It is Gallagher. It's knocked down. McGinn picks it up. It's a long old highlight, and that will end it. And Chelsea will be putting some pressure on Leeds here now. As it's read like a book by Sarr. Wins it back. Mataduke, he's got Jackson in the middle. We go back to Sarr. Back to Mataduke. To Gallagher. Turns again. Oh! Some of our turning in the box has been brilliant. Gallagher and McGinn have done really well. Finishing, just can't quite get that second goal, can we? Gallagher with a corner. Into a good area. And it is Balashile with the header. His first for the club. And it is 2-0. And that gives us a little bit of breathing space now. And given the way this game has been going, that would hopefully be enough. It's a good header. Look at that. There was half of Leeds' defence was in there. There's like 6 of them. And they still couldn't stop him. Next goal now is crucial, isn't it? If it goes to 3-0, then that's game, set, match. And I'm probably going to start resting some players given festive fixtures are upcoming. If they get it, then it's squeaky bum time again, isn't it? Mataduke. Mataduke's found some space through the middle of the park. Oh, that's a poor pass. And he didn't even need to pass it. He had so much space to run into. Sterling, though, trying to win it back for us. No, not David James. It's not Reece James either. What's his name? Oh, I've gone blank. The guy that used to play for Man United. It'll come to me at some point when I see it. Probably written down. It'll... What is his name? Oh, I just can't think. James. Okay, my brain is stuck on David James and Reece James. What's your name? I can't even read. Daniel James. I would not have guessed that in a million years. Mataduke. Here we go. Stars into the penalty area. Back for Fernandez. Oh, he's broken the post in 2. Mataduke gets another chance. McGinn to Fernandez. They're putting... Oh, Sarr has given it away. Fernandez is back covering. Excellent work. And that'll end the highlight. Let's keep Daniel James. Yeah, it is Daniel James, isn't it? That's a good free kick. Now, he was singled out to me in the pre-game press conference, and I kind of was just like, meh. Not, I didn't bag him. I just said, I'm not worried about it. I'm not talking about opposition players, but maybe I should have. It's 2-1. That's not what we wanted or needed. And it is very much now game back on, isn't it? Fernandez cracked the post at one end, and then Leeds go and get there first, cut the lead to 1 when it was probably inches away from being 3. Fernandez again, he's so good, isn't he? Enzo Fernandez. Diassi to McGinn to Gallagher. Gallagher can't quite play in Jackson. Gusto has sold himself a little bit short there. Again, Fernandez is there. And again, he gets a block on it. Excellent stuff. And we come the other way now. Gallagher coming forward. Jackson, he's quick. He's got a little bit of space there, but it closes down quickly. Sterling now with a chance. Sterling with a good chance. Gallagher! Straight into the goalkeeper's arms. And that ends the highlight. We go again. 44th minute. Lumped forward. Fernandez again wins possession for us. Sterling for McGinn. And John McGinn has his first Chelsea goal. Excellent work. If you're wondering, McGinn couldn't play against Villa because he's on loan technically right now, even though he's going to become a permanent deal, but that's not till next season. So that's why McGinn wasn't even on the bench for the Villa game. But good first touch, and then that is what McGinn does. Tucks it away from the edge of the area. 3-1 just before half time. And I can imagine there is nothing that pleases Leeds fans more than a Villa player scoring for Chelsea against them. Because, the rivalry between Villa and Leeds in the Championship got a little heated. There's a good ball for Jackson if he's onside, which he is not. And that'll just about be half-time. It is. So it's not dead and buried yet. It's still very much game on. We will say don't get complacent. But I think if we can get another goal, I'd like to maybe... I mean, there's no point resting Jackson because he's off to AFCON. But someone like Gallagher, if I've got Chukwuemeka on the bench, I think I do, would be a good sub. Broja's on the bench. We could bring him on and maybe play him in place of somebody as well. All right, let's just pause it here because let's rest Gusto and get Chalobah on. And let's maybe do a double change at fullback and get Maatsen on. And then everybody else there is a little tired and possibly not wanting a change anyway. There's a ball chipped in. It's easy for the goalkeeper to claim though. And any minute now we should have subs. Or is this highlight going to continue? Goes long. Easy enough for us back there. Although it's not a very good header. And Leeds are going to come forward with it. Can Gusto, we might have to cancel these subs if this goes in the back of our net, but we've done okay there. Chukwuemeka coming away with it. Can he find a pass? He's run a long, long way, and that indeed does end the highlight in the end. We'll keep praising them. 20 shots, 64% possession. Arguably, the goal should be more than 2, the lead, I should say. Mataduke with a corner. Can we wrap it up once and for all? And it looks as though Leeds might be down to 10. Now that's hit the crossbar again. And... it's still cleared away. Sterling is fine. He's just tired, I think. So we'll leave him out there. As Mataduke flicks it on to nobody. Actually, you know what we could do? If he is tired, is we could probably bring Broja on. And if Broja can't play out there, then we could certainly move Jackson out there. Which might work out a little bit better for us, actually. So we'll just make a quick switch with those two. And, yeah, Broja's actually developing. You kind of saw him quickly there. He is developing not too badly. I thought he was going to be an absolute muppet, but he's proving to be a little bit more useful than that. Oh, and I think he was offside there. He was. But an excellent little ball through by, this is Broja. Yeah, you can see there's a little bit. Physically, he's quite good. He's developing. He's certainly not someone that I would look to necessarily sell as McGinn has a go and puts it over the bar. But into stoppage time we go. There is 6 minutes of it. But we should be good enough to not concede 2 to a championship side, I would imagine. And we should get that with Chalobah. We do. Chalobah down the line for Jackson. Jackson's got plays in the middle. Chukwuemeka! And it will be a corner. Fernandez to take. Let's see what we can do here. Decent. Back post. It's headed away. Not very far, though. Chalobah back to Chukwuemeka. Oh, and it's going to be another corner. What's the corner count? How many corners have we had? I mean, in highlights alone, we must have seen 15 corners, haven't we? Mataduke again. And it is claimed this time. Well claimed, it has to be said, by Darlow. Darlow used to be at Newcastle, didn't he? Am I dreaming that? I think he was used to be at Newcastle. And obviously, with their recent money, needed to move on. Maatsen does well there. Down the line for Mataduke. Broja's in the middle. We go back to McGinn. And John McGinn has a second. And he'll be running around doing this one, won't he? And that is excellent. It is 4-1. Icing on the cake. And McGinn has a double. So, I mean, it's good to see. Look at that. Just moved himself into some space. Oh, he's taken a massive deflection. So lucky. I don't know that he would have beaten the goalkeeper without the deflection. But that is excellent. We are into the semi-finals. We've got another corner. Fernandez will take it this time. Can we get a fifth into the near post? Oh, we've hit the post again. Hit the post 3 times this game. But we've won quite comfortably in the end, as we should. Let's be honest. We should beat a championship side quite comfortably. But that was very, very nice to watch. So there we go. We can see the other results, and it's pretty much... Well, Newcastle are out, so that's good. But Villa and United have both won. So, yeah, it's not going to be an easy run to get into this final and then lift the cup if we get that far. So Chelsea win in the quarter-final. McGinn on form. It's not great for me to see him in a Chelsea shirt just as a Villa fan, but it is good to see him scoring goals. Deschamps was looking at a couple of our Frenchmen for his next French squad, and quarterfinals provide no shocks. Now, I don't know if we're going to have a semi-final draw coming up in a minute here or not. And indeed we do. So let's go and see who it is we will be facing in order to get to Wembley. It could be Villa, Brentford, or Manchester United, of course. So Brentford is first team out, and they will face Chelsea. So it is a West London derby, which means it'll be Villa and Man United in the other semi-final. Now, we'll find out momentarily if it is a two-legged affair or not. There's the draw there. And it is indeed a two-legged affair. So, in January 10th, that's probably a decent time to come back, isn't it? Because it is going to correspond as well with the FA Cup. So we'll come back for Palace away, Brentford away, and then hopefully we won't need to show the second leg. But if we do, we can do that, and then... I hate playing the same team 3 times. How boring. And then we've got Everton away as well, which would be maybe an interesting one to see. So that's what we'll do. A window will be open then as well, the transfer window. We don't have money to spend, let's be honest. So we might have to, if we sell somebody, we obviously could reinvest it. I'm quite happy with the squad we have right now, if I'm completely honest. I don't feel a need to sign anybody, but... You know, if something comes along, then we'll obviously look at it, won't we? If you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. That was a little bit better than we've seen previously. At least we didn't lose today. Take care.